Unity!
Power!
Unity!
Power!
Unity!
Unity!
Power!
Unity!
Power!
Unity!
Power!
Change!
Real change!
Change!
Real change!
Change!
Real change!
Mama wesizwe Dr. Fisha Sabela Mzansi Afrika. Mama wesizwe Dr. Fisha Sabela Mzansi Afrika. Mama wesizwe Dr. Fisha Sabela Mzansi Afrika.
In a world that often searches for heroes, there are those whose stories shine brighter than the rest. This is the story of Dr. Fisha, a beacon of light, a philanthropist, and a guiding force in the realm of psychology.
I was raised by my grandmother, Matibedi, and she was a loving woman. Actually, thinking about it, my grandmother was very powerful, influential into who I am today. And my mom at the time was working as a domestic worker in Johannesburg, Gauteng, and I grew up in Hamatala at Stumong, an area called Stumong, and next to the Mshat is the area where our royal kingdom is situated. I was raised by my grandmother, Matibedi, and she was a loving woman.
From a young age, Dr. Fisha's fascination with the human mind ignited a passion that would shape her destiny. Her pursuit of knowledge led her to the world's most prestigious institutions, where she delved into the depths of psychology.
I use a lot of psychology also. You see, we don't have a book on Freud. Freud can be the old guy, but it's got a lot of information relating to how you should understand a human being. And if you really want to have understanding of how people behave, you need to understand yourself first, and then you can generalize it to the other people. My books are varied. I've got lots of health books. You know, these are health books, and I've got a lot of psychology books. And this one. In particular, I study a lot of the brain. You see, the neuropsychological assessment, neuropsychology, psychiatry, and then I end up studying this one, the brain of a human being, to understand different parts of the brain, how they function, so that we can understand why other people are aggressive, others are kind, others are corrupt, others are obsessed, and it makes you be able to really live with people, because you know each and every part of this brain has got its own function, and when maybe something is not right with that function, then automatically the main brain or the whole brain may not necessarily function. It's all about human behavior.
Yet it wasn't only academic pursuits that filled her heart. Dr. Fisha's empathy for those in need led her to become a beacon of hope for countless lives.
She has done a lot, especially for the black community. One, she has created a lot of employment for the black community, regardless of who we are.
She has made me anyway to be strong. She has made me to be financially independent. She has made me to take a risk because she's a risk taker and she's a motivator. She'll make you to like life.
Dr. Fisha's influence expanded beyond borders as she advocated for mental health awareness on a global scale.
I want to hear about the voluntary mental health care license that you hold. What's different about that license to, say, other therapists out there?
In terms of voluntary license is when you say, I want to treat people before they get mad, before they get, mentally insane. And then you apply and say, I want to prevent severe mental illness. I don't even know where we got this, but we just applied to the department and said we want voluntary license, a voluntary license, because that is where people make their own decisions to be admitted.
Today, Dr. Fisha's legacy lives on. Her journey has become a beacon of compassion and resilience.
Thank you. Mama.
She's the first psychologist to be nominated to a position of a head of transformation for black psychologists in South Africa. She's the first black female chairperson for Professional Board of Child and Youth Care Worker in South Africa for 6 years. A recipient of Chancellor Award, which was the most prestigious award given to students whose overall academic performance had exceeded all the undergraduate students for 3 years. She specializes in mental health care and regarded as one of the gurus in psychology.
She really funded most of her education herself. She had a bursary, and when the government stopped it because they wanted her to come back to work and she still wanted to pursue, then she said, okay, I'll just push. And then she got a job, started working, and continue to study.
The knowledge that she's got about South Africa as a country, South Africa as a land, and the people that lives within South Africa is so amazing and so exciting to learn, because when you are into deep politics, you miss a lot of important factors about life. To me, it was to say, you know what, I found a mother, but I found a teacher also. I'm learning a lot. And she never pay much attention to our political history, the wrongs that we may have done, and all she was interested on was to say, you know what, everyone can add value if they're given opportunity, if they're supported, and if they're loved. I think above everything, I've learned that I can be loved.
Even in terms of children, raising children and stuff, my mom was really a hands-on parent. Despite working there, she was a hands-on parent, especially when it came to education. She would come and really work with us, study with us, to a point of even registering a degree with my brother, just to make sure that he's gonna push and finish. And she studied with him until he finished. She was a hands-on parent who believes in education and who believes in not waiting for opportunities at the corner. You can't sit at the corner and think the opportunities are gonna come, walk to you and say, here am I. She believes in going and getting whatever you need to get, going out there in the world and get it. I feel very blessed indeed. I feel very privileged.
I'm driven by passion. I'm a very passionate person. When I do something, I put every effort to make sure that it is successful, because I suffered a lot in my life and I've been there. I know what it means. I felt it. I believe in people, and I believe that each and every person was born to contribute something in this world. And when I see people who are most vulnerable and not making it, I just want to give them the second chance. Every human being has got a potential. I will pick up someone on the street and I will look at them and I'll converse with them and I'll ask them what they like, and then from there, then I'll start, training you up until you can reach your own goal. I believe in integrity. When I do something, I commit to it. Integrity is one of the foundation of life that people must really hinge on, and they will make it if they can follow up on that one. I have a belief in terms of people taking accountability. I don't believe in people that just do something and eventually they say, I don't know why I did it. I want people to take responsibility and be accountable on what is supposed to be the outcome.
Power! Unity! Power! Unity! Power! Unity! Power!
Unity! Power! Unity! Unity! Power! Unity! Power! Change! Real change! Real change! Now! Dr. Fisha Ramorata. Fisha! Dr. Fisha Ramorata. Fisha! Dr. Fisha Ramorata. Fisha! Dr. Fisha Ramorata. Fisha! ACP Iangena. ACP Leaibona Gena Balamente. ACP Leaibona. ACP Iangena.
In South Africa, we've got two types of people, the haves and the have-nots. Because I'm saying the haves because the haves, they have the medical aid cover. They have not, they are bare, they are not even employed, they are there, they can't afford the psychiatric costs. So now, with regard to those who have medical aid, they can utilize their medical aid for admission, for treatment, for any other specialist care. And in that way, then, they can get a comprehensive mental health care. They have not, they are definitely not even having any access, because to get a proper mental health treatment, you need to have money.
So how does Fisha Foundations and Fisha Wellness Hospitals offer a solution?
We offer solutions in this way. We also, I would think, we are offering the treatment in terms of have and have-nots, because they are able to access the hospital and they can stay there and receive the best treatment ever because of their affordability. The have-nots, we are currently in the foundation. We are offering just free assessments. We have got the assessment that we can give people, and they know their level of mental function. But that's not enough, because after that, then you don't help them. And then, so what we have decided as a foundation, we want to plan to get enough funds and offer a reasonable, affordable mental health care, where people can actually come in groups and they get the care, where people can come with the family and they get certain number of sessions. Let's say, for example, instead of 10, we can give 5, but at least we know that 5 will heal the entire family. So we are looking at several approaches that we can offer to the community so that it can be accessible.
Mama, every time when I look at you, I smile because you remind me of Hoshirali Mantata of the Bolu people. Mama, thank you for bringing us